Hi, this is Mike Mozart back again, bringing you the coolest products of yesterday and today. And today I'm bringing you knockoff iPods. That's right, they're everywhere. I bought some so you can see how good or how bad they are. This is an original U2 iPod I bought about a year and a half ago. When they first came out, I rushed into Best Buy's. It's a 20 gig iPod. It's before they had the color ones that did the video. I bought this brand new and it was like $249. I had to have one, so I rushed out and bought it. A few days later, I was in New York City and I bought this. Do you see this one? They look almost identical. You can't believe how identical these are. $249? 75 bucks. Now this was at the time. The knockoffs are a lot cheaper than that now. How can I tell? The one that is the knockoff is thicker. It's about a little more than 1/8 of an inch thicker than the real one. And also, I noticed that this one only has like 19 gig available whenever you actually load it. It came in a box. It looked just like this, except it didn't say the word iPod anywhere in the box, which I thought was funny. And when I bought the knockoff, there was a label over the whole back of this where it said U2 and everything that said beautiful MP3 player. For some reason, they like to use the word beautiful MP3 player on the knockoffs. And it had a sticker that said made in China. But man, they look alike. And also the knockoff iPod, here, I'll power them up so you can see they both work the same way. Wait, let me power them up here. Check this out. Look the same, don't they? Except that one needs a charge. But man, they look the same. And the only thing funny is, can you hear this? The real one goes click, 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 click. And when you turn the spinning wheel on the other one, there's no click. That's the only difference. For some reason, when they knocked it off, they didn't put that little click factor in there. I have no idea why. But they both worked. I've had these for almost 2 years probably right now. You wouldn't have known the difference. And the thing I've always wondered about is how many people buy these on eBay and think they have a real one because they look like a real one and they act like a real one, but they're not. So I'm just saying, be wary of stuff that you buy from someone that you don't know. Even though I had good luck with this knockoff, I really don't recommend that you ever buy knockoffs of products like this. These have batteries in them that aren't tested, they're not real product, and batteries like this that you recharge a lot could explode. Now I've had one of these things explode, one of these little knockoffs. Not this one, but it was one of the 5 gig ones. So keep that in mind. They could potentially be dangerous. And if the battery ever did conk out in this, I'll bet the insides of this aren't Apple at all. They're anything like Apple. So I imagine if you tried to replace that battery, you never would. So they're never a deal. Let me tell you something. The best is the cheapest in the long run. If you have a problem, Apple will fix it. Or people will shame them into finally fixing it. But man, look how identical these things are. I mean, these are like exactly the same. They're a little bit warm because I use iPods a lot. I really like iPods and I use the crap out of them. I use my video ones now more than this, so I don't, use these as much as I used to. But except for that difference, you'd never know. And the knockoff one doesn't fit in iPod holders very well. It'll jam in there, but it doesn't fit as well. And it didn't come with the standard charger like this did. It came with a regular AC type adapter that plugged in, but you would never know the difference. Now I'm showing you these first because I bought another U2 knockoff, a brand new one that's a video one, and it's not as exact as these. As a matter of fact, I bought that one because it was inexact, because it was so funny. And don't forget, you can buy exact copies. I mean, I could buy all the exact copies of the stuff that I want. Now this is the one I bought last week. It looks just like a U2 color iPod. And it is 20 gigs. I already tested it out. It has 20 gigs of space in it. $24. Outer box, the slip case, looks like the real deal. The inner jacket looks like the real deal from the U2 iPods. And here it is. Kind of looks like an iPod. The wheel is not red. And this wheel that you're seeing here does not click. Now there's plenty of them that do click and are touch sensitive, but this one happens not to be. But this one had so many funny features in it. I had to buy this one. This one also has a 2 megapixel camera built into it with a flash. And it takes a damn good picture. You're going to be surprised about that. I'll demo that in a second. Here, it's booting up right now. I just pushed the button to boot it up. It's coming right up. You'll see. Welcome. Not exactly like an iPod. This also records MPEGs too. I mean, really well. You'd be surprised. Here's the radio. Your preferences. Picture folder, music. The games. That's what the games look like. Here are the games. Throw Egg, Bet 21, Color Block. I mean, 24 bucks. Now I have plugged this into an old Mac that I'm not using just to see what this does. I mean, I didn't load the driver software in. I just plugged it in and see if it recognized it. And oddly enough, it recognized it as a flash media card for some reason. So I could see what was on it, and there's 19.8 gig of material in this. Of course, it came preloaded also with every U2 song ever made. You know, so they must have taken that whole file, plus about 1,800 other songs. I have no idea what they are because they're titled incorrectly. Now, this little device comes preloaded with Monsters, Inc. And I'm not going to show you that clip of Monsters, Inc. because I don't want Disney to complain and say that I showed a clip of their movie Monsters, Inc. But I'll show you the picture of it in the instruction booklet. Here's the instruction booklet with how to use it. There's the preloaded movie. They even include that it's preloaded for your convenience. This is one of the worst examples of poorly translated Chinese to English you could imagine. But there's Monsters, Inc. Here's one of the preloaded things that's in it. The built-in speaker's terrible, but at least it has one. Does anyone recognize this? Do any of my friends in Hong Kong have any idea who this is or what this song is? See, here it is working as a little movie camera. $24! Here it is working as a little movie camera. I know it's picking up badly. The quality is really good. I've actually tried this already. And the movies did download into that old Macintosh I had just fine. They were as good as this little DV camera that I'm working on right now when you post them on YouTube. 24 bucks. The still pictures are really good too. $24! But remember, if you buy this stuff, you know, you're facing a lot of things. You can't return it. The batteries might explode. Who knows? But I want you to at least be aware of these things' existence and just think about what you're buying. And don't be fooled on eBay or another place, because a lot of these are perfect copies. I mean, perfect. They always have some flaw, and they usually come preloaded with a lot of stuff, and it's usually bad stuff. So really don't buy this stuff. I mean, my personal opinion, just buy the real item. The big question about all these knockoffs is, how are they doing it? I mean, I've gone to New York City, I've gone to flea markets for years. And yeah, there's been some well-publicized raids of knockoffs at these places. But, you know, 5 years ago, all you ever saw was knockoff t-shirts, knockoff sweatshirts, knockoff watches, knockoff purses, you know, like fake Prada purses or whatever. Now it's everything. Now it's electronics, now it's food products, now it's toothpaste, now it's everything. How's this stuff getting in? I mean, after 9/11, they really clamped down on all the imports coming into America to really inspect all these containers and everything. I swear that there must be 20 times more volume of knockoffs coming in now than there was 5 years ago compared to what I've seen out there. There's a lot more of this stuff out there now. And the question you got to ask is, why are these things still so available? So put in the comment section, the comment, why do you think these things are so available? Why do you think these things are getting in here? I mean, it's like a Niagara Falls of this stuff just pouring into this country now. I mean, it's not like it was 5 years ago. You go to flea markets, now there's tons of it. I mean, there's lots of this stuff on eBay I'm sure people aren't recognizing. One of the reasons I recognize it is I know the little clues that made the things different. But I have no idea why no one's doing anything about it, and in the last 5 years it has gotten so much worse, it's incredible. So don't buy this stuff. Put in the comments section, just put the question, why are there so many knockoffs? So if you like this review of these iPod knockoffs, please give me 5 stars. They're right down there. I'd really appreciate those 5 stars. Those 5 stars are my applause. Oh, and if you like this review of these iPod knockoffs, please give me 5 stars. They're right down there. I'd really appreciate those 5 stars. Those 5 stars are my applause. Oh, and go to my channel, Jeepers Media. It's that little blue word over there that says Jeepers Media. You'll be glad you did. I have over 125 cool, funny, bizarre, and important product reviews that you really should be watching. Oh, and push that little yellow subscription button down there. Oh my gosh, you'll be glad you did. I get all kinds of knockoffs, and I do all kinds of consumer reports on the good, the bad, and the ugly in products today. Thanks again.